Hi Andromeda, how you doing? That's good, I'm glad. Alright, let's do this. Before I begin by discussing the topic I actually wish to discuss today, I want to acknowledge the fact that I have worn this particular shirt 3 times in a row now. And I think that I am starting to link it with the reminder to actually do the recorder reviews, because I don't think I've worn it in between the times in which I've done the recorder reviews. So don't you love how you can Pavlov yourself in such a simple, easy way as to is particular shirt or clothes or activity indicates that this other thing needs to occur. So I think it's kind of fun. Anyway, the thing I want to discuss today is about disabilities. I've got a couple of them. Luckily, the ones that I've got aren't so bad. But the reason why I want to talk about it today is because I had an experience earlier that opened my eyes a little bit, got me thinking about what does it mean to have a disability and why is it so impactful. So I was at the coffee shop, the cafe, doing my regular Friday morning activities, working, writing, catching up on the week, and looking forward to the weekend, trying to ideate over what's next for me, getting back on the book, writing a blog post, which should be coming out soon enough, I do believe. And a man walked in, and he ran into somebody, he bumped into somebody who he knew. That person was really excited to see him and exclaimed, "Hey, how are you doing?" And then he broke into sign language with the person, started signing to the individual that he had just ran into. And they spoke for a little bit, and I say spoke, they communicated with their hands and gestures and whatnot, as you do with sign language. And it was compelling. Then they finished up their conversation. He went to sit at a table with another person who he began talking to in sign language. And it was quiet. And I laugh, not because it's a funny thing to see somebody with a disability. If anything, it was impressive. I guess the thought that I was having was, wow, this person doesn't get to communicate with everyone. Only does he have the ability to communicate with those who know his language. And American Sign Language is really only known by those who need to use it or those who are supporting individuals who need to use it. It's really not a very common thing to know. I barely even know a few letters. I don't even know if I could say hello, my name is. Whereas I can say that in maybe 5 other spoken languages. So it felt sad for a moment to realize that this person doesn't get to talk to that many people. So he must have been so excited to bump into that first person, hold a quick conversation, and then move on to whoever he was actually coming to visit at the cafe. And I felt empowered in a way seeing that individual communicate with those 2 people, because they were seemingly happy. It's hard to say, but something came over me, and I guess I just realized how easy I've got it to be able to talk with my voice. And who knows, maybe he could, and maybe he's just can't hear. I don't know. Well, either of the two, most likely, but it was strange. It was a strange moment for myself to see that and think that a disability does not mean that you're unable. It means you are disabled. It doesn't indicate that you are ineffective. It only indicates that you have a greater hurdle to overcome than others. And so I'm going to take that thought and run with it a little bit, because I have a hard time, let's say, admitting to my own disability and the fact that it makes my life harder. I maybe feel a bit embarrassed by it at times, and I'd rather not have that be the case. So it's not about the fact that I can't do something. It is that it's harder. And I am not one to back down from a challenge. So just because it's hard doesn't mean I can't do it. And I think that directly relates to what I'm doing here right now. Trying to get better at doing the things that I have a harder time doing. So we'll keep at it. Yes, drama, we'll keep at it. Okay. We'll see you next time.